Welcome back.
Uh-huh.
So we just saved Nalia's keep. And now we have approximately 2 million other things to do in the game. I decided the next thing we would do would be Renald Bloodsculp's quest. Which is actually the Shadow Thieves quest.
Yes.
But now we have a bunch of level ups to do. So Jaheira has Druid level up. Where she gains a level 6 spell. And Druids get excellent summoning spells. So I'm gonna take a summon Fire Elemental. And then Jan has a level up as a thief. Gonna put some points in pickpocket. And perhaps some more points in pickpocket. I should boost open logs to at least 100. Okay. And then Nalia. Let's level up as a wizard.
Nature's servant awaits.
Okay.
What? Huh?
So now let's check that.
Greetings, Your Grace.
There's nothing here to do. Is there nobody here to see me? No. And tell me how things fare. Not much has changed. I have kept the same forms that Lord Aornis wished. Arrange minor matters of justice, but that is merely here at the keep. As for the people of your land, they do well enough. Much has yet to be done to recover from the troll invasion, which I'm sure you will eventually see. Oh, well, that will be it. Okay.
Bull says, what?
Yeah.
Greetings to you, my lord. I am Matigo, the new butler that has been hired. I look forward to a long and fruitful service for you, and I trust you will be satisfied with my efforts. I should hope so. Okay, well, let's rest here.
I await your need.
And looks like Jaheira's having another nightmare.
No!
Jaheira, you were having another nightmare. It's a wonder you get any sleep at all. I am not so bad. This one was not so cruel as the others. Khalid was in the distance, but he would not come closer, and I could not see the way to him. He walked with us from a distance. He smiled that I was content. I guess I was. Let's be nice to her. Well, to see you traveling with a group probably meant a lot to him. It meant you could carry on. It was not a group, it was just you and I. And I think you are right. Well, shall we be off? It's already late in the day. Plenty to do.
What?
Some might wonder why I'm romancing Jaheira. Well, that doesn't exclude romancing Viconia as well. And it's fun to listen to them bicker about me, because they do eventually get to that. Plus, it ties into all the quest line of Jaheira, which is a bit more interesting if you are romancing her, I think.
It is done.
Plus, well, I get to show more of the content of this great game.
As I thought.
I trust you have no hostile intentions.
A shame Captain Arat retired, my lord. Oh, that's the one who gave us fire arrows. He felt he had failed Lord Aornis somehow. I am Cernic, and I have taken his place as the captain of the guard.
Declare yourself.
All is calm, the restoration of the guard has begun, a long process. Hopefully there is no trouble like the trolls headed our way. Okay, well, we are basically done with...
I welcome each day we see.
Nalia.
Some are not so lucky.
What did Jaheira say?
I'm ready for anything.
I welcome each day we see, some are not so lucky. I think that's her dialogue during day outside. Yeah, we're basically done with Nalia. I wanted her just to do her quest, but that's it.
Just ask, and I'll do it.
She has some great interactions with other party members, which I'm going to try to trigger.
Minsk, look out! Behind you!
Oh, that's the Minskian one, which is pretty funny.
Well, he who sneaks up on Minsk loses teeth.
Come on, Boo, quickly, come to Jan. Stop it! Boo is not for you, Tiny, you'll hurt him. He likes me. Gnomes are far cuddlier than oafish humans. No, I know best when talking of Boo. If you could hear his wishes, you would agree, but you cannot. The words of Boo are for Minsk alone. You can't fault a fellow for trying. I can and will. And another thing, no more sneaking Boo crackers. He's getting rather portly, and the crumbs make for an itchy bedroll. That's not the last time Jan is gonna try to steal Boo.
All this traveling is beginning to wear on me. I can't remember the last time I walked so much in a single day. It's something my aunt should try, I think, instead of being hauled about in her gilded carriage.
Nalia, dearie, you remind me so much of Cletus Bifferlips, my second cousin, thrice removed.
I don't think that could be very much like a person named Cletus. You wouldn't think so, yet here we are. You see, Cletus had a propensity for bouts of violent projectile vomiting. We'd call him Cletus the Room Clearer Bifferlips. Please, Jan, this is too ridiculous even for you. Now just bear with me for a moment, Nally. I assume that was meant to be Nalia. You see, it was after one such bout that Cletus, feeling quite ill, took a painful stroll down to the local witchwoman, in the vague hope that she might have a cure for his problem. After paying the 1,000 gold piece consulting fee and vomiting in the proffered bucket, the witch gave Cletus an herbal tea, which he was to drink twice per day for a score of days. Drinking it every day on schedule, yet failing to notice any change in his condition, Cletus began to worry. Upon finishing his final cup of tea, Cletus vomited. This is disgusting, Jan. No need to force your ridiculously high standards onto poor, deceased Cletus. Ah, I'm sorry. His illness killed him, did it? Actually, he's not dead. I made that part up. Well, needless to say, Cletus was somewhat angry, so he went back to confront the witch. She had, of course, taken the money and left town, but in her haste to escape the vomiting wrath of Cletus Bifferlips, the witch left her belongings behind. Cletus, at the height of his anger, swiped her entire collection of novels written by notable folklorist Nalia de Bouche. I'll be the first to admit that revenge was not Cletus' forte. Honestly, Jan, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Well, they can't all be gems. This is one of my favorites, however.
Uh-huh.
I honestly wonder how much of that is made up. Probably close to 90%. Oh, and there are others as well.
Ah, Minsk, 'tis truly a beautiful day, no?
Oh, that's attempt number 2.
Weather is nice. Maybe.
Minsk. Minsk is all apprehensive of Jan now. It is day to get out into the world, breathe in the fresh air. Too bad, though. What is too bad? It's too bad that I won't live to enjoy it. What do you mean? Hadn't you heard, old friend? I've got the Kalimshan itch. Alas, poor Jan. An itch? Can you not scratch it? Only death will cure this itch. I shall not live out this day. Oh, terrible powers of the heavens! Why will you let me die without granting me a final wish? Cruel, cruel fate! What can Minsk do to help? A tragedy this is. I will slay those that need slaying. I do have one final wish. No, I do not wish to burden my companions with my death. My teensy-weensy wish is unimportant. Travel on, good Minsk. Carry the torch and so forth. It is only fair, big-nosed little one. We will do all that we can to aid you. Truly, it is a small thing. As a child I had a pet hamster named Spanky. Those were the only pure days in my life. Every day was perfection. Oh, the pain. If I could just hold a hamster while I die, perhaps I could capture the innocence of my youth and die a happy gnome. You will not steal Boo from me. I know your tricks. 'Tis no trick. Nevertheless, you are correct about one thing, my oafish friend. I do not deserve happiness. Please, leave me to my excruciatingly painful death. I'm close now. Spanky, I miss you. Boo shall comfort the little dying gnome for a moment. Only a moment. Ah, thank you, Minsk. May I have a moment alone? Alone? No, I draw the line. Hey, stand still, I warn you. At last Boo is mine. I cannot believe the stupid trick worked. Come, noble hamster, a life of frivolity awaits. I'll throttle with your own arms if you do not return him this instant. This is no longer amusing. It was never amusing. I am not laughing. Alright, it was only a jest, Minsky. I meant no harm. That's right, you apologize. It's hard enough keeping Boo's roaming in check without you stealing him. Bad Jan, there will be a booting if this happens again. And thus Minsk, unstealable hamster, was stolen
You point, I punch.
once in his history.
So, Nalia, saved any poor from their impoverished status lately? Your concerns for those in destitute poverty, something you would have little insight into, is rather charming.
Perhaps that peculiar urgency of yours could be put to better use passing out noon meats to vagabonds and coins of the realm to every cutpurse,
Viconia, it's simply a matter of even distribution of goods. There are those whose consumption is a crime against nature, and that injustice should be corrected whenever possible.
Your egalitarian streak is an affront to determinism. The poor remain poor because they are lacking in the self-will and determination to seek higher stations. Your pity and endowments only serve to perpetuate their condition and diminish their motivation to improve their lot. My kinship with the disenfranchised is my own affair, Viconia. To deny the need to help our fellows is cruel arrogance. I am simply not that type of person. That bleeding heart of yours must cost you a small fortune in laundering. Child, you are adrift in denial.
Yes,
The eternal left-right debate,
if
basically.
you wish.
And I think that's about it.
Minsk, that tattoo on your face, does it have tribal significance? Or did some nursery's finger painting class assault you with blue pastels?
I do not like the tone of your voice, Dark Elf. The face I have is the face the ladies love. Boo loves Minsk face too. Don't you, Boo? Don't you? Yes.
Minsk. Yeah, it's worth triggering all the dialogues with Minsk as well, because we won't be keeping him for a long while now.
So, Viconia, I suppose you must be a drow, eh?
Speak not to your betters, surface slave.
My brother, Elgar Buttercup, had skin the shade of charcoal too. Well, technically it was charcoal. He died in a nasty fire, you see. You do love the sound of your own voice, don't you, gnome? My own voice? Heartless wench, do you not know? I am deaf. I have never heard the sound of my own voice. I read lips. Only lips. Deaf, truly. In the Underdark, the deaf are killed, or used in pain threshold experiments. I heard that. In fact, it reminds me of the time I was eaten by an avatar of Loth. I was stuck inside her stomach with a miserable drow called Biffle Chum for days. Of course, I was forced to eat him. As a matter of survival, you understand. Nothing personal. He tasted a bit like chicken. Zekel, how is it that you travel with such a wee buffoon? Truthfully, it all goes back to the time that Jan's cousin, Pluty Paladin Piper, got caught in a nasty flesh golem eating contest. Aye, Pluty had a way of attracting golems. Brilliant, really. You start with a saucer of milk. Golems are suckers for milk. I refuse to listen to this.
What?
So cool that you can actually side with Jan in that. Anyway. Okay, now it's officially over with all the character dialogues. Although there will be more, but for now, let us reform the party. Yeah, that's reform party. And get rid of Nalia. Just want to make sure. That's her signet ring. Cannot be removed. And it grants a +2 bonus to all saving throws, +2 armor class bonus, and 50% resistance to fire. Which is really not bad.
Where can I be of most use?
But anyway.
Shall we continue on? Or has this ended our travels?
Yeah, perhaps we should go our separate ways. And meet us at the Copper Coronet.
Huh?
Butter.
What do you want?